What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe, no days off DFS, here to bring you that NBA breakdown for, again, another 2-game slate. I know we had a big slate yesterday. Your boy was not able to break that down. If you guys remember, or if you're new here, I am in school. It's a little hard for me to be able to do it on certain days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday to be specific, but whenever I can get these videos out, I do get them out. And unfortunately, right now, it's going to be on these small slates right here, but don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna figure something out for you guys, especially since it's the NBA season and it's every day. And I love the NBA, love the support and everything I get from you guys. And with that being said, NBA got to figure out some things, man. Woke up this morning to some great stuff that happened last night. Wemby had an amazing game out there. K looked really sharp. The Charlotte Hornets look like they're going to be fun this season. The Nets look like a dumpster fire. Cooper Flag, decent in his debut. And Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were arrested for the gambling investigations. Allegedly, Terry Rozier is still under investigation for fixing props, and then Chauncey Billups, now he's completely wrapped up in something different with the damn, with the mafia, Hey, all I know is that boy Gil said, it won't me. That's what you need. That's what it is right there. With that being said, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss any of the content your boy drops over here on the channel, and drop a like on this video if this video or any of my other videos and content help you guys win some money. As you guys know, the champs are back. They're playing tonight. OKC is taking on the Indiana Pacers, the team that we had to go ahead and beat in 7 games to win our championship. And don't worry, you can try to clown us all you want. You can say it's not a real championship. Tyrese Halliburton got injured, but guess what? Injuries are a part of the game. Injuries are a part of the game, and we still got that dub. The Denver Fuckets are playing the Golden State Warriors. We do have some injury news, especially for my OKC Thunder. Alex Caruso, he has been ruled out with a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. Isaiah Joseph has that ankle issue going on. And then everyone else, they are already just listed out. But the big news is Lou Dort and Casey Wallace, 2 of our starters, they are listed as game time decisions. Dort apparently nicked up or sprang his ankle. In case so, he's dealing with a knee issue. Over here for the Indiana Pacers, Jackson's going to be out. TJ McConnell is going to be out as well. For the Denver Fuckets, nothing going on for them. Golden State Warriors, Melton, Moody, and Hooney, those guys are going to be out over there for them. That's all that we got right there. Now, heading on over to DraftKings, the site that I play the most on the site. If you guys don't got an account you want one, check the link down in the description box below so you guys get that deposit match bonus to join your boy over here on the King. Looking at it, the slate as a whole, really, we got 2 pretty much prime studs to pay up for. Then we got a nice quote-unquote mid-tier option just because it is a 2-game slate. These slates, I do kind of think that they are kind of tricky just because one wrong play, one wrong move, and you're missing yourself cashing. If you're not on the chalk, or if you're too heavy on the chalk and the chalk busts and someone has that crazy lineup, you're dead. Like you kind of have to get these slates exactly right. That's why I always do say, spend your money wisely. Temper your expectations. It is a 2-game slate. It's a whole season. This is only the 3rd slate that we got. So just temper those expectations when it comes down to it on today. Looking over here at my OKC Thunder, of course, the big thing that we do need to know is what's going on with Queso and what's going on with Lou Dort. If both those guys are going to be out, I imagine that we will see a boost in the minutes for Wiggins. He's going to have to get a boost. AJ Mitchell, I like him even more. I like both Wiggins and Mitchell specifically because Caruso being out, those minutes are going to have to be there. AJ Mitchell looked amazing in that first game for us. Healthy. This was a big thing for us actually getting him back. Of course, we don't have the actual game log of what he did, but I know it was like over 20 plus fantasy points that he had in that first game going out against the Houston Rockets. Looked amazing, was getting to his spots, playing some really great defense, knocking down the 3-ball as well. Definitely normally not going to be out there with Shea because he is quote unquote the backup point guard when you look at us whenever AJ is out there on the court, but looked very sharp, and I could see him definitely being in this matchup. Fast-paced Indiana Pacers team should fit right into what he does really well. We're getting up and down the court, so I do like his outlook and his upside. If Dort is going to be out, I imagine we should see probably Aaron Wiggins move into the starting lineup, just simply because who else do we have? Who else are we truly going to go ahead and slide in? I don't think that we would go and slide Barnhizer, who did get a couple of minutes in that first half, which I'm not surprised. Mark Daigneault, he is known for giving his rookies a little bit of a leash to go ahead and see what they can actually go out there and do. So I wouldn't be surprised if Barnhizer was to get maybe another 3-4 minutes increase here. But again, temper your expectations. I understand he played really well in the preseason. He did. He played a ton of minutes, but don't expect that just yet going up against the real NBA competition. Now, of course, over here, SGA, we know you get up to Shea, the usage is there. Took him a minute to get going versus the Houston Rockets, but once he started going left, he understood it. He got the assignment. He get it now. He got it. Definitely was showing why he was MVP out there, 10-5, rightfully so. I imagine that we will see a lot of lines where it's going to be SGA and Joker. And if you can find a way to go SGA, Joker, and Steph Curry, or SGA, Joker, Jimmy Butler, wouldn't be surprised. There's going to be some value on the slate. We just got to find it, got to figure it out. Right now, two of the best values is going to be Aaron Wiggins and AJ Mitchell. Those guys, I imagine, will be over 30+% owned, just simply because, especially if Lu Dort and Queso ends up being ruled out. Chet, I definitely do not mind going to him. Hopefully, it's not going to be too tired legs for him. He only played 31 minutes. Well, no, correction, he did not play 31 minutes. I think he played like 40-ish minutes out there in that game. Of course, only thing you got to worry about with Chet is the heavy legs. Now, he did start out really hot, double overtime game, fouled out. My only issues, but 7,500, very good price, much cheaper than looking at Pascal Siakam, who's sitting at 8.2, and I definitely do not mind it, especially with no Jalen Williams out there. We know that his usage is over 25-26% whenever he is not out there. And then, of course, if Dort's going to be missing as well, there could be some more upside for him as well. Going on over here to the I almost called him the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Pacers side of things, Pascal Siakam, of course, 8,200, rightfully so. I don't mind it, especially if Dort's not out there. I would imagine that he should see Chet matched up on him. This team pretty much is going to be his lead. It'll be interesting to see exactly what the starting lineup is going to be for them. If Mathurin is actually going to be out there starting, I imagine Dort should be on Mathurin instead right there. But the guys that should be rolling out here, I definitely do not mind Nembhard. He showed, that he definitely is ready to take over some helm and some more responsibilities. Was playing really well over there in the playoffs. I don't mind going to Nembhard. I know that the Pacers are going to want to get their get back. They're definitely going to come out here motivated, very, very, very motivated. And I do not mind getting at least 3 pieces from this side of the ball for them. Nembhard would be one player, 6,400, really good price tag. Definitely could see him going out here getting us about 30 fantasy points. Mathurin, if his shot is on and he's playing some pretty hard-nosed defense, definitely the upside will be there for him as well. I don't mind coming down to him at that 6K price tag. And then, of course, Nesmith, as long as he keeps himself out of foul trouble, we do know that he should be out there guarding Shea. He has solidified himself as a true 3-and-D. That 3 balls falling. He's playing at home. Role players at home. That's one thing that we will continue to attack throughout the season. I definitely do not mind that. Isaiah Jackson, of course, no Miles Turner over here for them. 5,500, definitely a decent option to get because we do have some decent prices for some of the value centers. If you're not going to come up here and you're not going to play for the Joker, we got Hartenstein, Draymond Green, Isaiah Jackson, Al Horford, who will play on this front end of the back-to-back for them. I'm not going to play Joseph Valanciunas as long as the Joker is healthy, and I truly want to see how many times they run like a double big lineup before I can actually go right there. But Jackson is really right there in that sweet spot, that 5-5 spot right there, and definitely makes sense as a decent value option. We did just see what Şengün was able to go out there and do versus my Thunder, and I said it before all last season, was like, okay, yeah, we're okay on defense, but bigs, especially those that can rebound pretty well, they have shown that they can go out there and do some damage versus us. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jackson, especially if he's getting some of those shot attempts that we would expect, that would have been it for Miles Turner, or playing really well in that pick and roll, outside shot, anything like that. Definitely Jackson can go out there and have a good day. Obi Toppin off the bench, 5,200, a little bit rich. I'm not too sure exactly how many minutes we're going to be really expecting for Obi. I know they can go out there and let him play about 20-ish minutes, but I'm going to temper my expectations. Huff over here from the Memphis Grizzlies, we know he has a 3-ball over here. That's going to be like a deep, very deep GPP option that you can go ahead and take. Not anything that I am too interested in getting into or going to right there. On the flip side of things, looking at the Denver Fuckets, the Joker, that's it. I mean, the Joker is going to be highly owned. There's no questions asked about that. There's no need to twiddle our thumb and just figure it out. Figure out what other study you're going to go ahead and pair and go up with the Joker and just call it a day. Now, outside of that, Jamal Murray, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Braun. I really do like this price for him. We do know that he was a Swiss Army knife out there for them. Definitely play some really great defense, can facilitate a little bit, rebound the ball, but also score. Love his upside. That price tag at 5,300, I do like that. I definitely do not mind it, especially he should be going up against Podominski. Pod, if you just saw what Austin Reeves was going out there doing, was working Pod out there at the end of the day, definitely do think the upside could be there for Braun. Of course, we do like him better whenever certain players were missing last season, but I will take a game gander at that 5,300 price tag, that's not bad at all. Only thing that I think that could mess with what Bron can do out here in this position would be the fact of the acquisition of Tim Hardaway Jr. being over here and Bruce Brown being back to the Nuggets. Bruce Brown off the bench, 4K, definitely be someone I wouldn't mind taking a stab at. We do know he loves his Nuggets. He missed playing for them. I was watching him a lot last season. Now he's back. Of course, we'll be integrated right back into that rotation, things of that nature. Definitely 4K, not a bad price tag for us to go ahead and take a stab at. That's one of our value options that we can get to today, besides the OKC Thunder value that we have. Tim Hardaway Jr., to me, too relying on his three-point shooting. Bruce Brown, he can assist, he can play some really great defense, and he can also rebound the ball besides scoring. So I think he has the better upside between the two players if we got to choose. AG, 5,700, he's there. I would much rather just come up to Cam Johnson, who's going to be taking on that Michael Porter Jr. role, but a better defender. Definitely some really great open looks from threes that he should be able to get from right here. The defense, just going out there, just being able to play that. I don't mind going to him over Aaron Gordon when it comes down to it between the two. Jamal Murray, he's there. He's there. I don't mind Jamal. I'm not going to hate on Jamal Murray, but I'm not running to go ahead and play Jamal Murray. Now, on the flip side of things, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Podominski, and Kuminga. That was the starting lineup. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be the starting lineup again. I don't think that they will go ahead and start Al Horford here just because they are going up against the Joker. I think that they will run the same line. And Kuminga, man, Kuminga played amazing. He played just great. And he's showing that, you know, he's a great player and he should be worth what it is that he's been asking for. Or, hey, put me on a team that I can go ahead and show what kind of player that I truly actually am. I really do like this price tag once again for Kuminga, 5,800. He's going to be priced up probably close to 67, 6,800 coming soon. And then we're really going to be scratching our head like, am I going to play Kuminga or am I going to go with Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, those things like that? That's going to be coming really soon. I could definitely see that. But Jonathan Kuminga, definitely do not mind going right back over here to him in this position and spot. Besides that, Draymond Green, we know he's going to have his work cut out for him on the defensive side, trying to deal with Joker, whatever. But again, Draymond, he's able to knock down those shots whenever they do leave him wide open. He is the player that you're going to be like, all right, show me. That will be Draymond. Of course, the assist, the upside, the rebounding, his RA. If they're going to continue to give you his RA around 9.5, take that. I mean, we know, especially when he's out there playing with Curry, playing with, if Pod can actually knock down a shot, Kuminga, whenever he's as hot as what he is right here, Jimmy Butler, the cuts, all those things, those assists will be there for him. And he's definitely going to be able to go out there and get some of those rebounds as well. Really just being able to get himself to the value. Don't mind looking at a Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler. We know he gets up to play going up against certain players. 7,400, not a bad price tag, especially if you're not going to be able to get up here to fade Curry. That's why I said the order of, hey, you can go SGA, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jokic. That's not a bad three good solid players that can go out there and get you 40 for a floor and upside beyond that. Definitely do not mind going to that for any of them right there. I will say Jimmy Butler, sometimes you might want to worry in regards to what Jimmy are we going to get? Is it just going to be scoring reliant Jimmy, maybe an assist or two? But from what I've seen and the fact that he's finally gotten to actually play with the Warriors, build that rapport with them, unlike when it was middle of the season last year, they weren't able to fully open up the playbook and things like that with Jimmy, play to his strengths and stuff like that. This looks much better, and I like the upside for it. Outside of that, Gary Payton, he did get some minutes off the bench. Steve Kerr didn't go that deep into his bench like I thought he would have, but don't mind looking at Gary Payton. But I will say that this kid right here, is it Will Richard? Yeah, Will Richard played a lot more minutes than I thought he was going to play, and definitely would have my interest in my eye over playing Gary Payton. That's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys were able to get something from this video. Let me know down in the comment section, which game are you excited to watch tonight? OKC versus the Pacers, or this Denver Nuggets versus the Golden State Warriors game right here. What you guys think of last night, man? That boy Wemby, he's going to be a force to reckon with in this league for a very, very long time. Peace.